What's going on, guys? Sherlock31 here, bringing you guys a 5th gen UU match against my good friend Thatsmylatios. Check him out. And yeah, so what a wonderful Saturday this was. So I thought about just bringing you guys a Saturday upload since I didn't upload all 3 times this week. So I just thought about bringing you guys a UU match against, yeah, Thatsmylatios. So, judging by his team, Darumo is probably going to be able to do a shit ton of damage to probably most of his team. Because I do have the Flare Blitz, Rock Slide, blah blah blah, Superpower, U-Turn. So I pretty much can do a shit ton of damage to almost all of his pokes, besides his Melodic maybe. But judging by that U-Turn, that did a ton of damage. So I'm going to go into my Zapdos, hopefully just to get some Thunderbolt kind of shenanigans going on. He goes to the Dragondale, brings me out to my Nidoqueen. I really don't care too much because this gives me a chance to get up my rocks up, which I really wanted to get up because I know he does have his Crobat hiding in wait, and I don't want that thing coming in without taking some damage in, especially since it can probably outspeed most of my team except my Scarfed Darumo, hopefully. So as I set up the rocks, I'm figuring, hey, I'm not gonna stay in. I'm gonna stay in. I'll just go for the Earth Power and get some decent damage on just my Melodic. That's what I do. I was hoping it would do a little bit more, but these things are pretty bulky in the special defensive area, so I wasn't expecting it to do too much. But at this point, I'm just gonna switch out now, use my Nidoqueen as Death Fodder, and go into my Slowbro, knowing that I can take a Scald easily. Although I'm not a special defensive poke, I am a physical, and I do resist, so I am going to be able to take that with ease. And I figured I'd just go for the Toxic, but I do know that he does have his Registeel, which can resist, and his Crobat, which can resist. So what I really wanted to do here was just go for the Psychic, just in case he went into either of those pokes. If he didn't, then they'd take some shot. I was hoping he would go into his Crobat, predicting the Toxic, and I can get a Psychic onto his Crobat, but that's not what he does. He goes into a Shaman. Shaman takes that Psychic. Okay, it does about a 4th, maybe a 3rd. He goes for the Seed Flare. I was expecting that. That's why I switched to my Nidoqueen, just to use him as Death Fodder, because I know that I pretty much don't need him anymore because he pretty much got outspeed by most of his team. So I'm going to go to my Snorlax, knowing that I do have the Fire Punch or the Earthquake. Either one can do a good chunk of damage to his Registeel if he brings it in. I go for the Body Slam just in case he brings out his Crobat. And the Body Slam does jack shit, as you can see. He does resist, so I really wasn't looking forward to hitting him with that Body Slam. But I do carry the Earthquake, so on my next turn I actually do go for the Earthquake, but I get Parahax on the Thunder Wave, and I can't move, so that kind of sucks there, but it's part of the game. So at this point he's allowed to set up his rocks. I'm not too upset about that because I'm pretty sure I do have a Hitmontop who can spin away the rocks. So I'm just going to go for the Earthquake. It does a shit ton of damage. It brings him all the way down to the L. It was a crit. Not sure if that crit mattered or not. You can run calcs if you want. I really don't care. But he's going to bring in his Heracross now on my my Fire Punch. I wanted to go for Fire Punch just in case he decided to go into his either his Shaman or his Crobat. Because, you know, Earthquake won't hit Crobat, and his, what's it called, does resist. So I'm just going to stay in on the Superpower because I am... Actually, I really have no idea why I stayed in. It was probably a big mistake. But I'm going to go to my Weavile now, knowing that I can pretty much revenge kill whatever he killed. Revenge kill. And I go for the Ice Shard. Does KO, especially with the -1 defense. And I get a crit. That didn't matter. He did have a -1 defense. And I am Choice Banded, so it really didn't matter at that point when I got that crit. So I'm going to switch out now as he brings his Melodic. I was probably guessing he would probably go for the rest. If not, go for the Scald. But I'm going to go into my Slowbro. Hopefully I can... I really don't know what I wanted to do with the Slowbro because I really can't wall... I mean, I guess I can wall it. But he does have the Dragon Tail. So if he does hit me with the Dragon Tail, just switch me out. He's going to go into Zoroark now. I'm not sure why he just brought out his Zoroark. Maybe he messed up. I go for the Psychic. Doesn't affect him, obviously, so yeah, it kind of sucks. But I do have the Toxic, so what I was pretty much thinking of doing was go for the Toxic. If my Skull doesn't KO him, and he goes for the sub, makes my Toxic fail, so that kind of sucks. Now I have a Zoroark behind a sub, and I'm not sure if these things get Nasty Plot. I think they do. I hope this one doesn't have it. He goes just for the Night Days, so I guess he doesn't have it. But it goes on Night Days, and it just barely doesn't kill. I live with 20 HP. Actually does fall, but my Skull does hit, so I'm not too upset about that. And he is going to just try and finish me off with the Night Days after he does go for leftovers. So now that I see leftovers, I really want to hit this thing with something hard when I bring out something else. So I'm thinking of bringing out my Sneasel, my Weavile, I'm sorry, and just go for the Ice Shard or the Ice Punch. I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to do here, but I remembered that I do have Daruma, who does have the U-turn, or I could just go for the Flare Blitz and do a shit ton of damage to whatever he brings in, especially his Crobat, which will be taking some damage due to rocks. But I do go for the U-turn just in case. At least now I get some switch priority, and I can bring in something that can hopefully do some good chunk of damage to this Crobat. And I bring in my Weavile knowing that I do carry the Ice Punch, and I actually predicted him to switch out, but he stays in and goes to the Brave Bird, so he's out speeds, and I'm Choice Banded, so I do end up dying. But I don't know why I did that. Bring in my Daruma, I know I outspeed, especially since I see the Life Orb. I'm just gonna go for Flare Blitz and pretty much KO his whatever you want to call it, Crobat from that point. He's gonna bring in his Registeel. I'm guessing he's just bringing this thing in just so I can take some recoil damage to finish me off, because if I do take out his Milotic, he pretty much lost the match, because I could pretty much take out the rest of his team with the rest of my posts. I do have Zapdos lying in wait. So now he's going to bring in his Milotic, and I'm just going to go for the Flare Blitz and do as much damage as possible, and then hopefully bring in my Zapdos to do as much damage as possible as well. So he goes for the Sleep Talk, gets the Dragon Tail unfortunately, but he misses, so that's kind of good for me. Bad hacks on him, but I'm just going to stay in here and keep going for the Flare Blitz and hopefully just do a shit ton of damage. I can't switch out at this point because he does have the what do you want to call it? The Stealth Rocks on, so if I do switch out, I am going to take a shit ton of damage due to Rocks, which will finish me off. But he goes for Dragon Tail, he gets Sleep Talk, goes for Dragon Tail, and that takes out Daruma. Now, right now I'm trying to figure out, do I have, I'm not sure if this is my new team or my old team. I have a him on top of one of my teams. I'm not sure if this is it or not. But I'm going to go for Flare Blitz now. I mean, Thunderbolt now. Flare Blitz Zapdos. What the hell am I talking about? I'm going to go for Thunderbolt. Takes out his Milotic, but little did I know he still had his Aurora left. And this is pretty much bad because he does have the Night Days, which is probably going to take me out if I'm not mistaken. This does take me out. Oh, it doesn't. No. Oh, I think I win. Do I win this match? Oh, yeah, I did win this match. I didn't know I won this match, actually. Oh, wait. No, I think he won because... Oh, yeah, he still had another poke left. Who did he have left? Did he? Oh, I don't know. Well, either way, good game. It was a fun match. And give a like if you guys enjoyed. Peace.